Hey, Scissor Tech here with a replay for you. This time I got my Tier 5 Russian cruiser, the Murmansk. It's basically just like the American Omaha. It is the American Omaha. It's just a Russian version of it. Not that they made it. It was sold to them on a Lend-Lease program. But this thing is great at making money. And it seems like as soon as you get above a certain threshold on your damage, it really starts to shine as far as making money goes. It's fragile, just like about any other cruiser. The guns are easily damaged. But as far as this thing goes, in comparison to the Omaha, it is it's slightly better in most respects. The guns fire a little bit further than the Omaha. The torpedoes go quite a bit further than the Omaha. I think the only thing the Omaha's got it beat on really is maybe some maneuverability, and the guns turn faster. So you find it might be kind of hard to circle and keep your guns on a target that's in close. So you can't really play it like that if you're wanting to do the circle of death in it. But anyways, here I am. I'm going across the northern part of the map, and nobody's really coming with me, so I'm kind of weary about it. And there I am. I'm spotted. I know it's a destroyer. I don't see no planes around. But it's time to do what cruisers do, and that's get in there and get after them destroyers. This is probably one of my favorite game modes, really. I don't care for domination too much. It seems like a lot of games end too prematurely, so. Probably heard me say that in some of my previous videos, but I really just don't like domination too much. They need to up the points or something. I start firing on myself on, get him taken out of the game. Something I tend to do a lot of times is get myself overextended, get myself stuck in where I can't get out. That could have very well easily happened. But most of their team is heading across the other side of the map, so it's real important when your enemies are making a mistake. Don't interrupt them. And smoke screen there kind of verifies the destroyer being up here, or destroyers. So I'm expecting torpedoes any time now, but I try to keep maneuvering some and keep them guessing which way I'm going to be going. Some destroyers are real hesitant about firing on cruisers because they know they maneuver around a lot, especially these lower tier cruisers where the ships are kind of skinny, and they're able to turn pretty quick. It's not like your higher tier cruisers where they move more like, battleships, only a little bit faster. And I was, starting to think that this guy was going to run aground on the island, and I thought he was in, pretty much panic mode, just going to make that mistake. I do it plenty of times. Running into an island right at the most inopportune time. But I'm really crazy right now, just trying to keep him from hitting me. Doing too much. He's on fire again.
Torpedoes to port.
And here we go. We got torpedoes coming in. There's their destroyer. I need to get him out of the game as quick as possible. Some good hits on him. Good fire. Got incapacitation.
Torpedoes to starboard.
And of course, you know, just because they disappeared doesn't mean they ain't there. They're still there. So a lot of times I'll blind fire the smoke. I know he'll probably be loaded by the time I get around this island, so I'm really kind of skeptical about doing that. Wouldn't take him very many torpedoes to take me right on out. Get rid of that plane that's spotting me. This thing doesn't do too bad at shooting down aircraft. It's decent. And I kind of started liking this ship, you know, even before I knew how much money I'd been in several fights with them where they had really, well, they handed me my ass, really. It's that withering rate of fire that they can put out. And this thing is pretty accurate.
Torpedoes to port.
Doesn't have super crazy shell velocity, so you know, once you get into a certain range,
Torpedoes to starboard.
guns are very easy to aim, easy to lead.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Main turret critically damaged.
Go ahead and switch right on over to AP. Anytime I got a cruiser that's showing me his side like that, I try to hit him with AP until he learns a lesson. Stuff. Of course, I got one of my guns that were disabled. It's back up now. Smoke makes me kind of nervous because, well, I know he's probably sitting in there firing his torpedoes. And there we go. There's some citadels I'm looking for. Yeah, you can get a lot of multiple citadels on a cruiser like that. Go ahead and switch back to HE. Take a look around. Yeah, there's torpedoes. There's some more torpedoes. All of them on special delivery for me. And there he goes.
Destroyer blown up.
Good riddance on him. Switch back to AP. Of course, he fired his torpedoes. And take him out. Now I was trying to get on over to the other side of the map. Get these guys in their flank. I found a lot of times when you're fighting up against battleships in this thing that sometimes they tend not to pay attention to you at first until then next thing you know they're burning from stem to stern and they can't, you know, get out of it. So it's when they start turning their guns towards you and trying to get rid of you. Job. There we go. Aircraft carriers, always a good priority target, which this whole time I'm hammering down on this guy. I'm wondering, well, where's his planes? And I guess, well, he's either out of planes or he's just in panic mode. battleships, which most of them would stop. Got him on fire. Went ahead and put it out, so the next time I set him on fire, he'll burn until his repair comes off cooldown, or he just naturally puts the fire out. There he's back on fire again. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll catch myself as I'll switch targets as soon as I got one on fire. If there's two targets there, I'll switch to the other target and catch them on fire, and then just switch back and forth. That way I'm really kind of stacking damage that way. And this other guy, I think he's firing AP at him, which is, I mean, I guess that's okay, but I found that I Citadel carriers with HE quite easy enough, so let's see, there we go. So I don't really understand that, you know, so I guess some people are just, they put it on one shell and leave it there or whatever, I don't know. But he's running for his life. Not going to make it. Yes. Can't launch planes while you're on fire. Can't recover them either, I don't believe. I don't see them anyways. This guy just wasted a whole group of torpedoes with them.
Enemy aircraft carrier blown up.
But I tend to do that sometimes too. This guy's burning from one end to the other. Go ahead. Help him out with that. Yeah, I'm spotted. He knows I'm here. Of course he knows I'm here. He's getting hit by HE shells about every 3-4 seconds.
Enemy battleship foundered.
There's another one down. This guy, I don't know why he was sitting still. I don't really understand that unless he had disconnected or something. Stepped away from the computer. He starts moving. Quickly enough though, so. I mean, there's been plenty of times where I catch a ship in the spawn, just never loaded into the game. It had free damage. Might as well just get it. I wouldn't go shooting at him while there was somebody else shooting at me to get it. You know, you can always maneuver and get out of their range or engage them. It's better off to engage what's shooting at you. Something that's sitting still. He's really got nowhere to go. Sell his life dearly. And I need to do a better job of walking my fire down their ship, so that way I can set them on fire up and down their ship. That's probably pretty much a waste of torpedoes. But you never know. Could end up getting a whole bunch of hits that are ineffective, just do spalling damage, whatever. Yeah, well, I think my torpedoes might get them, and sure enough, it does. So that really wasn't a waste. I mean, I'd have probably killed them anyways, but I was really low on damage. Who knows, his next shot could have citadeled me and put me out of the game. stuff. And we don't got a whole lot of more ships than they do. Well, we do right now at this moment because this is the last guy. And of course he's running. He's just delaying the inevitable. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta put out as much damage as you possibly can, even if you know it's gonna be a loss. No sense in giving up fighting. I really like this ship. It's really has surprised me as far as its money making ability. I mean, heck, you can play 4 or 5 games in this thing that are just mediocre and make you a quarter million a game. But there you go, 620,543 silver, 6,011 experience, 301 free experience, 200 plus hits, top of the chain experience there. Base experience was nice. Roughly together, all this is came out to about 144,725 damage across all weapons. Only one torpedo hit in there for about 2,600. That's because that's all the person had left. That was that second to last battleship I killed. But anyways, majority of your silver that's on this ship, it goes to profit. It doesn't cost very much to prepare it. It doesn't cost very much to arm it. So there you go. But hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.